All right, on this video, we're gonna go over just some basic fundamentals of base running, leading off especially, that we've been working on with the boys. First thing we're gonna talk about is your general lead, all right? Now that we can, obviously we've been working that for the last couple of years, but this year is gonna be important as well, getting that right lead. So what we teach the boys is we say right, left, shuffle, shuffle. So Carver, go ahead and show us the right. We're gonna start with the right foot. One big step, right. Right, left, shuffle, shuffle, all right? So there we go with lead. So that's what we're working on. Right, left, shuffle, shuffle. Now, the entire time, we're not taking our eyes off of what, Carver?
The pitcher.
All right, pitcher. A lot of boys, when they do the right, left, they have a tendency to want to look down at their feet to make sure they're doing it right. Make sure their eyes are up, always on the pitcher. Right, left, shuffle, shuffle. All right, so show them again, Carver. So pretend that we're on first base right here. The pitcher's gonna be right over here. Eyes are on the pitcher. Right, left, shuffle, shuffle. There we go. Now we're down in an athletic position. We're down, ready to go. We're anticipating that they're gonna try to pick us off. We're not leaning towards the steal. Even if we get the call to steal, we're anticipating that they're gonna pick us off. So if they work on the pickoff move back, we're gonna basically take one step and then it's a head first slide back into the base. So Carver, go ahead and show that. Just basically one step and dive. Right there, one step and dive, boom. There we go. Although that wasn't really a slide, that was more of a crawl.
Hey, but it's grass.
All right, so here we go. This is what you work on. You can actually take this is just a rubber base I have that I bought, but you can actually do whatever you want. A piece of cardboard, a piece of wood, whatever you have in the house, you can just stick it in the grass and we can work on this. So eyes on the pitcher, right, left, shuffle, shuffle. There we go, here we go. Right, left, shuffle, shuffle. All right, we're anticipating, back. There we go. One step and we dive, all right? One dive, we slide in the dirt. Obviously, it's a little harder on the grass, but we slide back into the base. All right. A couple things to keep in mind when you're working on with your boys on this is eyes are always up, eyes are always on the pitcher. All right. And we're anticipating that they're going to try to pick us off. Okay.
What if you say go?
Huh?
What if you say
Now,
go?
the second part of this is watching the pitcher and what you can do as a parent to help your kids recognize whether the pitcher's trying to pick them off or whether the pitcher is actually delivering the ball to home plate, which is means it's time for us to go. So if we're on first base and there's a right-handed pitcher, we're going to be looking at that pitcher's back, okay? And pretend I'm the pitcher. What you can do as a parent, you can go from the stretch just like you would, all right, like this. If I'm getting ready to pitch like this to home plate, and you are the base runner looking at me, as soon as that pitcher comes set right here, as a base runner, I'm looking at that front leg. As soon as that front leg lifts up, moves forward, that pitcher has to go home. So that's what we're keying on as a base runner. First movement like this, we're turning and we're running, all right? In order for a right-handed pitcher to pick us off, they have to spin like this and throw, all right? But if they pick their leg up and then turn and throw to first base, that's a balk, and we'll automatically get the base. So this is what we're looking for, is any lift up right here, or as soon as that foot starts going forward, we're breaking and making a run towards second. Now, obviously on a left-handed pitcher, you can do the same thing with your son. You can start here like this, and you can come set, and obviously now as a left-handed pitcher, I'm looking right at the base runner, and that left-handed pitcher is going to come up. Now, what we're trying to teach the kids, as a left-handed pitcher, if that knee crosses over this back leg, they can go. He cannot go to first base if that knee crosses that back leg. If he does, it's a balk. So if they see that knee come up and cross, it's an automatic go, all right? But that left-handed pitcher could come up and then go straight like that and then get picked off. So you can work on both with your son. Pretend you're a right-handed pitcher and pretend you're a left-handed pitcher.
Why don't you do that? Why don't you go stand right there? Carver goes right, left, shuffle, shuffle.
Okay, so this is what we'll do on this. So I'm going to kind of simulate this. I'm going to pretend I'm the pitcher standing right there. Carver has the sign. The third base coach gave him the sign to steal. All right? So he's working on that. All right? Here we go. Well, I'm the pitcher right here. Now, one thing I want to talk about with your boys, what we talk about is we don't get our lead until the pitcher puts their right foot or their back foot. One thing you want to talk about with your boys is when do you get your lead, all right? And we try to teach them, we're always watching the pitcher's feet. As soon as that pitcher's foot touches the rubber, that's when we get our lead, because at that point he has to do specific things or it's a balk. If his foot isn't on the rubber, or back foot isn't on the rubber, he can do anything he wants and pick us off. So when we get back to the base, our eyes should be on the pitcher and we're waiting for that foot to touch the rubber, then we get our lead. So when it comes to base running, this is something you can spend maybe 10 minutes on. Set something up in your yard, and the faster our boys recognize that the pitcher is actually going to throw a step, what's going to happen in this age group now, most boys are going to have a slide step. They're not going to really pick their leg up real hard like that and throw it. They're going to come set, and they're just going to go like that and pitch. So our boys have to be able to recognize that. And the quicker jump they get, the easier they're going to steal second base and even third base. If they don't recognize it till the ball's halfway to the catchers before they take off, more than likely they're going to get thrown out at second. So super important to recognize if that pitcher's picking us off or if he's going home plate and getting as good a jump as we can after you get your lead. All right? Right, left, shuffle, shuffle. We're set. We work on a good jump or we dive back in.